welcome Libra Scorpio to your May Astro Dice reading. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you. I'm going to move this in just a little bit. That way you can see a little closer. Okay, and getting straight into this. And for those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month. See what's going on with you. You have the South Node coming up with Gemini in the 10th house. And straight over here to the South Node, we're going to use the card of Vesta. South Node is talking about that destiny, that karmic destiny. South Node, where are you? 1 second. Okay, right here. Let's see if we can see this. This is where the moon represents issues concerning your past karma. It is speaking of your unremembered past. If you've had thrown the South Node dice, it suggests behavior patterns that may have their roots in the past. Lives are reactivated so that you may experience them again to bring them to resolutions. So hold all your past karma. It is the road already traveled. Okay. So, and learning a lesson, a karmic lesson is what it's talking about. That way you can get through it, which is a great time during this lunar eclipse to really get that slate clean, and definitely during a Mercury retrograde. So, okay, so we have the goddess within your sacred spiritual center and quiet dignity of Vesta. She's great for karmic. Okay, and going Gemini style over here. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Here you are. Gemini. The energy is communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, and informative. Stimulating exchange is possible. So whatever you're going on over here with this road that you're going back down, you might even feel like, you know, like for some of you, I don't know, you might feel like, oh my gosh, I'm having a little deja vu. Feels like I've already done this before once. That's very, very, very normal when you're dealing with the South Node coming up. Talking about the 10th house. 10th house is your achievements and status in the outside world. So, this is talking about the area of life where you will achieve your highest status. For most people, it will be in this career, but if you don't work, then it could be within your reputation or how you are viewed in the outside world. The idea of status and achievement can be as simple as a quality car and a drive of a detached house in a good neighborhood, or it could be the fame and celebrity status. Some people might want to be known for their charitable work, others for their cooking skills. So it just feels like you have this driving ambition where it feels like, you know, I've done something once before, and it just feels like the achievement that I'm, you know, seeking is kind of feels the same, but I'm not really feeling like it's really coming together as the accomplishment is, you know, is underway. So you might feel like, okay, you know what, I've kind of done this one before. And I'm, you know, in your past life, it's like I've relived this before, right? So that's where the deja vu is coming from. If you're saying, you know what, it's just this past life. This is something that I did when I was 20, and I've decided to reiterate it again, but I don't know if it's going to actually work. What behaviors are you trying to get rid of? Is it adding more stress? Is it causing you to drink again? Is it, you see what I'm saying? Are you dating the same kind of person that you said you wouldn't date before? Let's see what's going on over here. Something is going on and you're communicating it because it's like, it's lively, it's witty, you get it, right? But it also feels like it's a little confusing because it does feel like, am I going backwards instead of frontwards. Am I taking back a karmic partner? Oh, yeah. So it might be making you feel a little imbalanced with the South Node because you know something is going on. It's like what I desire doesn't feel like it's balancing itself out at this time. I've self-sacrificed a lot. This is the same as the Hangman. So you might feel like, taking a pause, regenerating, looking around to, to see what is causing this imbalance within myself. Like I said, am I having deja vu? What does it all mean? Some of you might even be going through a spiritual journey where it's making you kind of look around and look at all the things that you've kind of done before so that you don't kind of make the same mistake again. Because you could feel like, oh my God, I'm doing it again. Or the deja vu is saying, oh my God, you're doing it again. From the early 1901, you did this in a past life, and this is why you're feeling imbalanced, right? Like I feel like I've done this before, but I don't really remember doing this. For a lot of you and most of you, it's something you've done in the past in this life. Okay. And it's making you feel imbalanced because it feels like you're walking the road that that's on its way to not where you want to achieve the things that you're looking for. Why does it feel like I'm doing it again? Am I dating the same kind of person, as before? Why does this relationship feel like it did when I was with Johnny? I need to get away from those Johnnies, right? I need to get away from those Marias, right? Because it's the same kind of energy that I keep picking up, and that is karmic. So you may be dealing with somebody who's very manipulating, or you just feel like there's a lot of poor planning going on in the very beginning of the month, where you feel like you're not tapping into the talents for some of you, right? Some of you just feel that's where the accomplishments in the 10th house is I'm just not tapping into those talents. I don't understand. Could be causing a little bit of insecurity and lack of confidence at this time. If you are dealing with a karmic partner or somebody who feels like the same kind of energy, or you just feel like I keep going back to the same kind of person or allowing the same person back in, to get how it resonates, you may feel that they are manipulating a situation. Or why do I keep running across narcissists, manipulators? That's that same kind of energy, right? I always say it's kind of like I keep dating the guy in the leather jacket. Maybe I need to change up to the guy in a business suit, vice versa. However, maybe the guy in the business suit is, not good for me. Maybe I need to go to the guy in the leather jacket. You see what I'm saying, though? Something needs to change, right? Because it's not good, and it keeps making you karmically cycle yourself around until you actually make that change, and it's going to feel like, oh my God, I keep making the same mistake over and over again. And it could even be that you're making the same mistakes over and over again here in this life that you actually made in the past life as well, right? So it is causing delays. So where your desires are and what the things that you really want, whether it's the talents and, the accomplishments, we're just going to say accomplishments. It could be the accomplishments in love, in the outside world. It could be the accomplishments in your creativity, talents, work, however it is. It just feels like whatever you're doing, it feels like it's causing delays. It's causing frustrations. It's slowing down. If you're dealing with someone and you're texting, right, it could feel like maybe you're holding off or they're holding back. And it just feels like the texting is even going slower, right? How come they're not coming towards me? What's wrong now? Or I need to hold back and I don't want to talk to them right now until I can figure out why I'm in balance and why I can't figure out what the heck's going on. Because this is that pause. I think that even if they paused and aren't really talking much, I think you're just going to say, you know what, that's fine, because you know what, I'm just going to kind of pause, take a breather. Do so. It's time to take a pause and take a breather so that you can look at the bigger picture, right? Make amends with yourself. Try to figure out what's going on within the situation. Maybe you need to make amends with someone else. Maybe you're dealing with Sagittarius, right? But it also feels like there could be also, like I said before, maybe you're going backwards to bad. No matter what, it's kind of it's a bad behavior. The bad behavior continuing to go after the same thing over and over again. Maybe you told yourself I wasn't going to do that. For some of you, it could be obsessed, right? With this type of person, it could cause obsession. Maybe it started drinking. Maybe you started going out with someone and they drink and you said, I didn't want to drink. And then they start making you drink. Or maybe you're dating somebody who drinks too much and is too obsessed. However the situation is, if it's a financial situation, you're realizing that you're not, tapping into the talents. You're not getting the achievements that you want through this job. Maybe you need to change up the job, change something up. It's like digging the same trench and then expecting different results, but nothing has changed. I just keep doing the same thing over and over. And so you feel like you're financially inept. It's not working. This is not working. Could be dealing with a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo as well as a Sagittarius. So you just feel like you're not tapping in. Why am I not tapping into this? Whatever it is. So it becomes karmic. It becomes your karmic debt that you have to get past. So in the mid-month, you have harmony. Finding your peace within yourself. Finding peace within love. Loving yourself. Making choices. Choices for peace, love, harmony for yourself. As your intuition is really opening up to the not giving into the temptations. I understand the temptations now. Very good, guys. Wow. Wow. Taking that pause and that release and releasing and really thinking with the hangman over here. Self-sacrificing what you know no longer serves you, and you're like really looking at it. You could even being a little stubborn towards the situation, saying, you know what, wait a minute, this all feels wrong, is really going to allow you to release the toxicity. Realize that, you know what, I'm doing the same damn thing all over again. And if I don't really remember ever doing this, somehow or another, the deja vu, the dreams or something is telling me this is the wrong path. This is not going the right way. And that could just be that past life coming up telling you, excuse me, we said we were going to do that again. Take it how it resonates or how you believe or how it is. But no matter what, it's something that's saying I'm going to release this toxicity. I'm not going to do this. There's no way I'm getting myself into this situation again. I have too much peace, too much love, and too much respect for myself to allow this. So, it could have started last month and you're just now really having this realization. It could be from the lunar eclipse coming in and saying, excuse me, what are you doing? Do you know where you're going? So, yeah, because you're going to start soul seeking during the mid-month over here around the 14th through the 20th. You're going to say, you know what, I'm going into introspective over here. It's time for me to seek the truth. It's time for me to actually, meditate more on the situation, have that contemplation, really look at the wisdom and say, you know what is going on? Finding that light within yourself for the peace and harmony. Your intuition is bringing in the Ace of Pentacles. Now you're starting to see things starting to make a huge jump as the universe says, you know what? Let's keep going forward so that I can start giving you this manifestation. So, yeah, the manifestation from the what? From the sacral chakra, the desire. You want the true desires. Let's try this. It's kind of like, let's try this again. It's the gift from the universe saying, let's try this again. You learned your karmic debt. Let's try this again. So you're going to find new venues, new offers in romance, new people coming towards you. Like I said, if it was that, you know what, I shouldn't be dating the guy in the business suit all the time. We don't seem to get along very well. It leads to bad situations. However it is, but it's going to be something different. It's not the same. Giving up anything that's toxic. You know what, I can't be around these type of people. I don't even know why I'm here. I shouldn't be at the bar. I shouldn't be at the clubs. Causes me to want to drink. And then I want to get up and go to work on, and they're taking me out on Sunday to go drinking. I have to get up Monday morning and go to work, and I feel like crap, right? And that could be that old, like, I'm not 19, 20 years old anymore. I can't do that. I might have a family. I have this. I have that. I have responsibilities. And I don't even want to feel that way. My whole life is different, right? So however it is, it's the universe saying, here, let me give you this small gift. Let me change this around. You're trying so hard. Let's change this around. Guys, don't forget that he is offering this. this gift to you, because you're going to be sitting over here really contemplating on the Three of Cups. Don't forget that you do have this offer in the sky, right? Which is the Ace of Cups. Or in this case, it could be the Ace of Coins, however. But no matter what it is, it's the blessing in the sky from the Lord over here that's coming to you, you know, as you're feeling disconnected. And this is because you're still in hermit mode, trying to get away from the toxicity. But don't feel down while you're there. When you're reevaluating the situation and trying to get rid of the temptation, just remember that you do have a gift. The gift of renewal. Don't think that it's all over, right? Or that, you know what, this really sucks. I really suck, you know, I really messed that up. And, you know what I mean? Don't be so hard on yourself. Okay? No reason to be so hard on yourself. Because we all have lessons to learn and we're all growing. All of us. If we're not growing, then we're dead, or we're just existing in life. And if there are those people, stay away from those people, please. You don't want to date those people. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. Patience. The end of the month, you're going to find patience, and this is where the change is coming, because you have 1 + 4 = 5. Through the patience comes the change. Being patient with yourself, being patient, waiting for what you know you're waiting for. Yeah. Using your overall awareness. Not only is this a card really of like the High Priestess, because you see what I'm saying? This is really the High Priestess. This is really the Magician, right? But in this card, it's kind of crazy because you're still going to be crowning. So however you're going to see it, it's the overall awareness of using your crown chakra, of the knowing. Here you're using your intuition and the gut feeling of, I can clearly see what's going on. Over here you're saying, I know. I can see it. I know it. So when you start having the overall awareness of the Magician over here coming through, it's going to actually show you exactly what you know. And the knowing is the transformation from the karmic cycle, starting back out, going back now to a good karmic cycle, recycling yourself. And there's that third eye chakra again at the bottom of the deck. Oh my gosh, with the knowing. I just said that. That's so crazy. Saying your third eye is open with the intuition, and with the Magician, you're in the knowing. So, hey, there you go. And what do you know? You know that positive movement forward is on its way. Wow. Okay, so there's the bottom of the deck. So, having the patience brings you to the knowing and the ultimate awareness of the situation that's going on. I don't want to go backwards. I don't need to be around this situation. I need to get away from that. It could just be a Mercury retrograde thing. You could have someone from your past, you know, like an ex coming back, like I said, also, who's starting this routine and starting this South Node karmic going backwards cycle. With the patience, you realize you are burned out and exhausted, guys. You really need to rest. And you know, my biggest thing about rest is rest and manifest. That's what I like to say. Once you really get the rest and you really feel better about yourself again and you get your energy high, then make sure that you're resting again to rest and manifest, right? That'll keep your awareness going, because the awareness is the Magician. So over here, it's like patience. Let's rejuvenate ourselves, heal, get back to where we feel normal, and then we can rest and manifest and get this transformation going, right? With the awareness that you understanding that there's a lot of time management and there's a lot of adaptability of balancing directions and decisions. So it's going to allow you to be clear and being in the knowing of what decisions you really want within your life, and knowing that this is not really a good thing this month. By the end of the month, you're really going to have this transformation, right? And really getting grounded over here, really having a butterfly effect as you're getting stronger. You're going to really want to pursue your strength and I wanted to say perfection. I don't know why. The strength card doesn't have anything to do with perfection, but for some reason, I really heard perfection. Feeling more perfected. Okay. And you're getting back to being the star of the show. And this is where the renewal and the spiritual fortune come back. This is the good omen, and this is the rejuvenation of the faith, and really changing the karma around as you're getting through this going backwards type of behavior, right? Going down the path that was once taken that you don't need anymore, right? I don't need that. I really don't need that. No. It could even be a test. I mean, like I said, it's Mercury retrograde. It could be in a test. And, you know, hey, sometimes we have to take these tests so that we can be better. And that could be where the perfection is actually coming from as well. Perfecting something so we don't do it again. Knowing where we stand, knowing who we are. Let's get an animal card over here for this one. Yeah, the tortoise. Yeah, you're too fragmented to do whatever it takes to get grounded at this time. So make sure that you are grounding yourself. Make sure that you are being the hermit, that you are really, yeah, so that way you're too enmeshed in the situation. So step back and see the bigger picture before making any decision or taking action. I feel like these two are definitely in the very beginning of the month. And I do feel like the condor is between the beginning of the month and the middle of the month, because you are going to pause and stop as the hangman. You are going to go into hermit mode. So I feel like from the end of the beginning of the month to getting to the middle of the month, you're really going to open up your wings and fly over here and really start seeing the bigger pictures. You're stepping back into hermit mode and as hangman to really seek the truth, to really see what's going on around you. And you also have the meditation card over here as well, as you are really reevaluating the situation between what's going on. It's like, if this job is not working, let's just go back to the job for a second for a lot of you. If this job is not working, maybe there's something else I need to do. Maybe it's really not my calling. Maybe I need to really do something else. Or maybe there's something I need to switch up, right? If your creative mode is a little low and you're doing this and that, maybe I need to step back, look at it from a different point of view. Or maybe that job is just not good for me, right? Maybe that's not my calling. Maybe there's something more beautiful for you, right? Okay, my friends. And that was it for you. Until next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.